had moved back to Boise. I was in Salem at the time, and then I had moved back to Boise, Idaho. And I had lost a job again.
Yeah.
I had gotten fired from a job, and I had lost my apartment. And I was living with my sister, brother-in-law. And my mom was living with her too. So that one was actually a very weird one. I was actually on my way to volunteer at the library. And as I was driving, I volunteered. I was going to volunteer. Well, I had stopped at a restaurant. I was eating. And all of a sudden, this thought came through my head, if I just killed myself, everything would be okay. It would be okay. I wouldn't be a burden on my mom. I wouldn't be a burden to my sister and brother-in-law. This was the best possible decision I could ever make. It was the most logical decision I have ever made at that time. That I really felt that. And I was actually elated. I'm going to make a good decision. I'm going to kill myself. And I decided then that, I was going to do it with asphyxiation. I was going to do it with taking a pipe and going up like to the mountains and putting the tube into my muffler and then sticking it into my car, and I was just going to die from the monoxide poisoning. I took the tube out of the pipe, or out of the tailpipe, and threw it in the back of the car, and drove all the way down the mountain and drove to the VA. And I told him, I need help. And I went into the ER at the VA and I said, I just tried to kill myself. I really need help. And so I did a week in the VA up in the psych ward.
Wow.
Yeah. But and I started getting counseling. They started getting me on meds. The ideation wasn't there as much because I was just kind of like a little bit hopeful that they were going to fix me.
Right.
And that fixing did take a long time. It took a lot of counseling and what fixing meant. So I guess that's mostly kind of where my journey started, figuring out who had to do the actual fixing, who had to do the work and stuff. And
yeah.